He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent.
Are you talking about Hunter? Are you talking about
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know, Bo. I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use.
Come on, don't be a bitch. My other debate flaked out on me today. I was supposed to, what? Actually, sorry, she did not flake out on me. I flaked out on her because I said I can't do it later. Force the vote, sure, was a failure.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to the whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants. It's not fucking treating them that way.
I hear Brownie is seconding you in the background.
They're not your fucking friends. They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare. They're putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking forget that.
Sure was a failure.
Who are you talking about, Jimmy? I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers show up today who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall. Every fucking one of them is selling you out and canceling you for their own personal gain.
Sure was a failure.
If I could just get this sentence out. We could talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean now? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low resolution thinking.
Yeah. I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Hello, users, and welcome to another motherfucker of an episode, also known as Above It All, episode 1431.0. I like to be very precise when measuring my episodes, so I'm going to start. This is going to be the new thing. I'm going to put 0.0 on them, like it's a cryptocurrency, right? So check this out. Look, this is the new. This is going to be the 2022. This is going to be the 2022 thing here. That's right. 1,431.0000 and then some more. So that's going to be welcome. Folks, welcome to the goddamn. I am your host, the motherfucker. And we got a show here. Oh, I got a show here. You don't have anything. Because you're a loser. I mean, are you doing a show right now? Let me ask you this. Chances are, if you're listening to me, you're not doing a show right now. Because I'm the one doing the show, and you're the one watching the show. So I got a sheet on me at this current moment in time. There's a sheet on me. It's a little cold. So, December 27th is going to be epic. Is it? Oh, that's today. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try my best. I got a sheet on me. And actually, I guess I don't need the sheet, but I had a sheet on me, but it's not that cold anymore. I'm wearing double layers, as you can see. Look at this, double layers. Look at that. So that's one layer, and then now I've got the double layer. So that's going on. And so that's the deal. That's the dealio, Jack. You know, so I got a lot of cleaning. My room is a little bit of a mess. I've been on, like, I've been, like, let's be honest here. So I've been consuming alcohol and other substances for, like, 3 days straight. But like, right before that, I was sick for, like, a week. And I still have some lingering congestion. Some people convinced me that I had COVID. I don't think so. I disagree. So personally, I disagree. But I've been, like, out of it for like a solid, since, like, I got my booster shot. I mean, hey, I'm just saying, maybe Jimmy Dore was right. No, but so I got my booster shot, folks. That was not last Friday, but the Friday before. And then I had that sore arm, like, fatigue headache thing. And then I was kind of cleared up by Monday. And then Tuesday, I was like, I feel something going on. Something's happening. Then Wednesday, I wake up sick as a max. And then it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm deep in it. And then it's Christmas. So, I mean, I gotta go on a bender. Because it's Christmas time. And so, and now we're here. So I've been a little bit out of it for a while now. But I'm gonna, I've been streaming every day, so that way you can check up on me. You can verify that I'm still alive. That way, my thing is I always want to broadcast every day, because, like, what if I die or something? Then, wouldn't it be super cool if, like, you saw my stream, like, the day before I died? And it's like, what if I, like, got hit by a car? Like, it's, I'm not sick or anything, but I just got hit by a car. And the last show I do is where I'm, like, doing this. Right? Like, that's the last show I ever do. Like, I could die. I could die today. Like, after the stream, I could, like, try to go downstairs, and then, like, I fall down the stairs and die. And then the last stream I ever do in the whole history of the world is, like, I'm doing this, Like, wouldn't that be interesting? I personally think it would be interesting. So that's why I try to stream every day. If I'm not streaming, then chances are I'm dead. Or I told y'all ahead of time that I wouldn't be streaming for some specific reason, which may happen at some point in time. But for now, I'm streaming every day. And I'm going to do this. And so that way, if I do die, people can look at the last show that I've done, and then they'll see, like, wow, look at that, what a bitch. Anyway, so that's enough of that. These are the things I think about when I am using the bathroom at 2 a.m. And sometimes I write them down, though usually tattooed into the brain. So anyway, we got a show here today. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't... my memory of the last, like, week is not as good as it could be. So I don't really, like, I don't know, like, how's everyone doing? I think it's safe to say, yeah, Catherine's back, folks. I don't know if you remember that, but I do. I think it's safe to say that as long as you stream every day, your last show will definitely have you making goofy as fuck faces and shit. So not only am I going to make goofy as fuck faces, but then also, in addition to that, shit. So those are two things that are juxtaposed. Hello, Torrentile Rage. Why am I bending Christmas? Oh, you know how it is. You know how it is. It's Christmas and the weekend. Goddamn, right? A man tried to assassinate the queen. That's a shame. The shame part is on tried. That's a shame. So folks, we got a show. I got a show. So, look at this. You see this pillow? You see that pillow? I'm gonna put that pillow right there. I'm gonna put that right there so that I can sit on it. Little bit of I'm trying to get comfy here. I'm trying to get my set going. Oh, here's Max the dog, by the way. Max! Why? Look at him. Look, he's moving. Look, there's a moving being in my room right now. Look, he's stretching. Look at that. Max! He doesn't know what the hell's going on. Put your name back on the scroller? I don't know about that quite yet. What was your opinion on that, Catherine? When you come back after your rage quit and then you see you got removed from the scroller? Like, I did that ASAP. Come on, Maxie. Come on. He doesn't like getting on the blankies. He doesn't know. Come on, baby. Oh, you can't even see this. There's a Max here. Look at this. Can't even see this. Oh. Oh, my baby. Oh. Oh. Look at it. Look at you, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Why-ya. Why-ya. Oh. Ooh. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Look at it. I've been watching some Courage the Cowardly Dog lately. And, so... Wow. I love this goddamn dog, let me tell you. Look at this dog. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's got me. I'm got. Oh, I got. Oh, whoa. Oh. I've got to verify. Gotta verify that this bitch is still a patron. I don't know how to confirm this. Alright, I'll put you back in there. I'll do it just because you fucking whine. Just because you fucking whine. You fucking little wino. Little wino. Oh, whoops. My bad. Alright, hold up. I'm doing a lot right now. I'm petting this dog, I'm doing a lot. What kind of name is Catherine Elizabeth? You got 2 first names. You got 2 fucking first names. Like, who the fuck? Like, okay, so imagine this, right? You're one of the lucky motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. You're lucky as hell. That gets to choose their own name. And your take is like, all right, I'm going to choose 2 first names. Like, usually that's just like an accident of nature. That's just like, a bunch of people like just kind of went with it and didn't like, go out of their way to change it. You, on the other hand, are like, all right, we're going to go with the 2 first names. That's what we're going to do. Look at his ears. He had no idea what I was doing. Like, do people like watching, like, me play with Max, like, on stream? Like, is this, like, a segment, like, I wonder what the audience retention is on this stuff. Like, do people go, like, oh, she's playing with Max again? I guess I'll just click back in 10 minutes. Like, what, like, is this, like, fun to watch? Like, do you enjoy watching this? Ah! He has no idea. He has no idea. You've got no idea. You've got no idea. No! Check that out. Boop. 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 God damn. Oh, all right. Max is done. He said, all right, thank you for that. Now it's back to what I want to do. Like, stare at the door because he wants to go roam around. But I'm not going to let him. Because then my door is going to be open and then everyone in the house is going to hear me screaming like a psychopath. So... let me drink some non-alcoholic coffee. Folks, yesterday I played The Grinch. I'm trying to find where the case is for this game. If y'all didn't watch my stream yesterday, I recommend watching it. I played The Grinch on Sony PlayStation as part of my annual series, The War on Christmas, which of course ended with me murdering Santa Claus live on stream. So it was a pretty good show. And I had fun arguing with a Jackson Hinkle fan in the chat while they gave me super chats over and over and over again. So that was a pretty fun experience. So definitely go watch that. If you've got nothing else to do, I mean, if I don't know, what is this? It's December, it's the holidays, look at New Year's is next weekend. I'm planning on doing shrooms on New Year's Eve, so that's going to be my party time, all set in stone. So I'll keep you posted on that one. I'm sure I'll make some fun tweets. But again, and you're sitting here doing nothing. You're watching YouTube. What kind of you got nothing going on. Anyway, so this is another episode of Let's Heckle the Viewers. That's basically what's happening here. I'm just heckling the viewers. Kind of unnecessary. Not really required. But just heckling my own viewers. So that's kind of what we do around here. And by we, I mean me. I forgot that I did this thing with the zeros at the top, so that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that, but I don't know. Is it funnier if there's the zeros trailing off like that? I think that's funnier. Because then it implies that there's a potentially infinite amount, so. But anyway, so that's the show. Well, actually, that's not the show. It's apparently Lego Build Day. Hold the phone, folks. Wait. Hold the phone. It's Lego Build Day. Build Day, 27th of December. Oh, there's a gay sheep. Yo, look at this. Hold up. In the official advertisement, there's a gay sheep. Is that a sheep? What is that? I don't know what it is, but they're gay, so that's cool. So that's the show. All right, so what do we got? So it's Lego Build Day. That's cool. Let's go on Google News. Let's see what the algorithm has tailored to me. 2020 was awful. 2021 wasn't much better. What's lurking around the corner in 2022? I'm not going to read that. So wait, there's a dog behind me, folks. Look at that. For those of you that don't know, I have suffered brain damage over the last week, so that's why I'm so bizarre. How's Lego Seinfeld? Anyway, so we've got some stuff here. Got some stuff. With a crossbow! Motherfucker tried to kill a queen with a crossbow. That's epic as hell. In fact, you know what? Let's cover it. Fuck it. Let's do it. This is awesome. Alright, folks. I do not endorse utilizing crossbows. I do not endorse trying to murder the queen. That being said, this is a really cool headline and image. So, man who tried to kill the queen with a crossbow made Darth Vader terror video before breaking into palace. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, so and then we got that. I guess that's Darth Vader. Folks, for those of you that don't know, I've never seen Star Wars. Does anyone know that? I've never seen a single... I've played Lego Star Wars at some point. When I was young. I rented it, I think. But I've never seen Star Wars. I know that there's I know about Chewbacca. I know about Yoda. I know about the robots. I don't know which one Han Solo is, but I know that the name Han Solo... But I'm not a Star Wars person, so I think that's Darth Vader. But I only think that because it's in the right there. So anyway, let's read. The man who broke into the Windsor Castle on Christmas Day, armed with a crossbow, recorded a threatening Snapchat clip channeling Darth Vader and describing himself as a Sith. Jeswant Singh Chahal said in the clip he was planning to assassinate the Queen in revenge for the notorious 1919 massacre in India by British soldiers. That's actually not... that's interesting. That's actually not a bad... reason. I mean, if you're going to assassinate the queen, massacre of civilians, that's, hey, I'm not endorsing them trying to, the queen's probably going to die soon anyway, but, his father, a software engineer, told reporters from Mail Online, that is a really, that is a 1996, style, outlet name. Yeah, so, we've got the, like, you can send mail, but without using paper, you can send it online. Oh, like email? No. I've got a better name for it. Instead of email, let's do mail online. Huh? Think about it. Something's going horribly wrong with our son, and we are trying to figure out what. We've not had a chance to speak to him, but we are trying to get him the help he needs. From our perspective, we are going through a difficult time. We are trying to resolve this issue, and it's not easy. Well, I mean, given the fact that he tried to break in, well, I guess he did break in. Didn't that already say, like, didn't they say that? Armed with a crossbow, recording a random messages. The man who broke into, yeah, so he did actually break in, okay. In the there's a video. Yo, let's watch.
I'm sorry for what I've done and what I will do. I will attempt to assassinate Elizabeth, Queen of the Royal Family.
Like, folks, I know I do, like, a funny joke, like, accent. Like, when I read articles from the UK. But, like, fuck me. Holy shit. I can't. Like, this guy, first of all, this guy is serious. Like, this guy actually broke in to the Windsor Castle or whatever. So this guy's serious. Like, this isn't a joke or whatever, but, like, imagine, like, you're a wannabe assassin, right? You're a wannabe assassin, and you've got a British accent. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're done. You're done. You can't, there's nothing else for you. You're done. You will never be an assassin. No one will ever take you seriously. But anyway, so that's that. In the movie Star Wars, I'm glad that they're actually giving us a recap about Star Wars, because I have not seen Star Wars. The Sith are aligned with the dark side of the Force. The actor who recorded Darth Vader's voice is called James Earl Jones. We don't know if that's their name. We just call him that. I never understood that weird, like, that's like some UK vernacular there. The actor who recorded Darth Vader's voice, hold up, folks, Vos, is called, like, again, we have no idea what their name is, we don't know, we don't have any identification, we don't have any, like, birth certificates, nothing. All we know is that some people call him James Earl Jones. On the wall behind the man is a framed picture which The Sun says is of obscure Star Wars bad guy Darth Malgus. I wonder what the Vos of Darth Malgus is. The Sun, which published the video on its website, said it was sent to the man's friends at 8:06 a.m. less than half an hour before Chael was arrested by armed police. I forgot I'm supposed to be doing the accent. Inside the palace grounds. He was less than 2,000 feet from the Queen's private rooms when he was seized. The 19-year-old, who has now been detained under British mental health legislation, scaled the palace fence using a rope ladder. Scaled. This motherfucker scaled the fence like he's, like, out of, like, an action movie. Like, what the fuck? The spiked fence divides the publicly accessible land of Windsor Great Park from the private grounds of the palace. Police have attempted to play down the incident, saying the man was arrested within moments of the perimeter being compromised. The palace has not commented. So, anyway, that happened. That's a thing.
This is revenge for those who have died.
Okay, I mean, like, that sounds like when I was, like, 5 years old playing with my karaoke machines, like, fucking reverb feature or whatever, right? Like, come on now. Like, this is bad. But anyway, man who tried to kill the Queen with a crossbow made Darth Vader terror video before breaking into the palace. That is one hell of a headline. You know, I have no commentary. I just wanted to share that with everyone, so. There you go. Oh, god damn, folks. We have got one hell of a show here. Apparently, according to Google News, the Cowboys humiliated the Washington football team. I'm glad that I know that now. That's so interesting. Just looking at the news. How's everyone doing, folks? Not even terrorists like J.K. Rowling these days. That's, yeah. Why a crossbow of all weapons? I don't know, just why not? All right. So, folks, we are going to take a dark turn here. Whoa. I got some snot. Hold up, phone. Hold. Got some snot that I got to deal with. Oh. So, with that out of the way. 3-year-old child accidentally shoots self on Christmas Day in Henderson County. Child suffered gunshot wound to the head. All right, folks, this is it. This is the anti-gun segment. Now, folks, imagine a world where guns don't exist. Sounds pretty good to me. Now, I don't know why there are guns just floating around. Whereas a gun, like a Christmas present, they open the wrong Christmas present. Like, they wake up at like 4 a.m. before the parents show up. They open up the wrong Christmas present. I was going to buy and then they kill themselves. So, like, I don't know, man. First of all, what is Infinite Scroll? What is that? What is that even? I don't know what that is. Anyway. Henderson County, North Carolina. The family of a 3-year-old girl who found a gun and accidentally shot herself Christmas Day in Henderson County is asking for prayers. No. They're not asking for prayers. They should be in jail. Now again, you have a gun. It's freely available for your 3-year-old, and they almost killed themselves with it, or did kill themselves, but they're still in critical condition. You're not asking for prayers. You should be asking for bail money. What the fuck is... Okay. The girl named Ailey, according to a GoFundMe page, was airlifted to a trauma center and had emergency surgery. It said she suffered a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities say they got a 911 call around 2:45 p.m. from Spicer Cove Road in the Edneyville community. The caller said a 3-year-old child gained access to a firearm and had accidentally been shot. The parents go to jail. What? Like... The latest update on the GoFundMe page said the pressure on Ailey's brain is very high and the next 48 hours are very critical. Her doctors are doing everything they can to keep her as stable as possible. Ailey remains in critical care. So, okay, the way I see it, they shot their kid via negligence and are now raising money? What? This should not be allowed. I'm sorry. I disagree. You gave your child a gun... And they almost killed themselves with it, and then people gave them $10,000. What? They should be in jail. Am I like misunderstanding the scenario here? They are profiting off of giving their child access to a gun which they almost killed themselves with. They are making money based on being bad parents. That's like I feed my child bleach and then call poison control and then ask for prayers. Oh, we need prayers. Well, what happened to your child? I just gave them some bleach. But that's child endangerment. That's you tried to kill. No. It was an accident. I was going to drink the bleach, but then my kid drank it instead. What? Am I like, is there like a missing fact here that I'm not understanding? On Christmas Day, precious 3-year-old Ailey was the victim of a horrible accident where she suffered a gunshot wound to the head. Is a victim of a horrible accident. Who was the perpetrator of this horrible accident? She was airlifted to the nearby trauma center where she underwent emergency surgery. An update from Ailey's mother Sunday morning said she made it through the night heavily sedated. Hundreds of prayer warriors. I didn't see this until now, folks. Okay. Hundreds of prayer warriors around the world are lifting alien prayer for her survival and full recovery from this accident. Please join with us declaring fullness of life. Okay, folks, there is so much wrong with this. I don't even know. Okay, so they have guns in the house with a 3-year-old. The kid got access to the guns in the house with the 3-year-old. This is a GoFundMe page. The kid shot themselves, theoretically. I don't know. Maybe the parents shot the kid. Maybe if we shoot our kid in the face, we can get some money out of this. What were they thinking? Okay, so the kid either was shot by the parents or shot themselves. We don't know that. And now they're $11,000 richer. So they made a goal of $5,000, and now they have $11,000 for shooting their kid in the head. And now again, even if they didn't pull the trigger, even if the kid did pull the trigger on that one, they still shot their kid in the head because they shouldn't have had a gun there. Are they getting charged? No. They're getting money. They're getting paid to shoot their kid in the head. Merry fucking Christmas. And we have these stupid assholes. Christina Harris, $100. Give me $100, you fucking loser. Alexei Kovigra, give me $600, you fucking moron. Jennifer Stout, go fuck yourself. Anyone giving money to this is a fucking evil fucking loser. The parents shot their kid in the head, and now they're getting paid for it. That's fucked up. Only in America, folks. Only in America can you shoot your 3-year-old kid in the head and then profit off of it without facing any charges. God fucking bless America and Merry fucking Christmas. If you have a gun that a 3-year-old is able to get, you are responsible for that gun. I don't care who pulled the trigger. You gave a gun to a 3-year-old. There's cause and effect. It's that fucking simple. Cause, effect. The cause, in this instance, is giving a gun to a 3-year-old. The effect is them being shot in the head. It doesn't matter who pulled the trigger. What the fuck? God bless America, folks. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh. Scrolling through the news. We're scrolling through the news. There's no way. This can't be real. Folks, now, okay. This is a headline that you will not understand. Wright County Sheriff's Department car hits and kills former St. Michael mayor. The cops killed the mayor, folks. St. Michael, Minnesota. A former St. Michael mayor was killed after he was struck by a Wright County Sheriff's Department patrol car on Thursday night. According to documents obtained by KARE 11, the Wright County Sheriff's Office requested help from Minnesota State Patrol to investigate a fatal crash involving a 2018 Ford Explorer from the county's sheriff department just before 8 p.m. They fucking killed an 84-year-old former mayor. The documents say the squad car was responding to calls of an emergency when it fatally hit 84-year-old Harry Welter in a driveway on the 400 block of Main Street in St. Michael. He was transported to Maple Grove Emergency Room. In a release put out by the city of St. Michael, Welter is described as a long-standing public servant. Wait, Welter's the mayor, right? Who was the mayor? Harry Welter. Okay, yeah. Long-standing public servant who spent time as both the municipality's mayor and city council member in the 80s and 90s. The release also says he was a veteran of the St. Michael Fire Department and served 23 years. So he was a mayor and a firefighter, and the cops killed him. This is crazy. He also volunteered to clean the Great River Regional Library. He's cleaning the library in the mall, and the cops killed him. The driver of the squad car was 37-year-old Otsego man? What does that mean? The driver of the squad car was a 37-year-old... Wait, so did someone steal the car? What? The airbag did not deploy and alcohol was not involved. Are they trying to cover up that it was like a cop? How did someone gain access to the cop car? To verify the driver's identity and position. No, okay, wait. KARE 11 is working... So it is a cop. KARE 11 is working to verify the driver's identity and their position. Okay, first of all, I don't know what Otsego man means. That's like, you know when Andrew Brown was shot and killed in Elizabeth City? That would be like, you know, Elizabeth City resident shot and killed Andrew Brown Jr. No, it was a cop. What? What? What does that mean? The driver of the squad car is a 37-year-old Otsego man. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? No, they were a sheriff's deputy. They're not an Otsego man. What the fuck? What? What? Poor guy. Poor fucking guy. What do you think? Is anyone gonna get charged here? What do you think, folks? Is anyone gonna get charged? I'm gonna guess no. That's what I'm gonna guess. But goddamn, the cops, or rather, an unidentified Otsego man murdered the former mayor of St. Michael. What a world to be alive. Merry fucking Christmas, by the way. When was this? This was yesterday. Published yesterday. Merry fucking Christmas, folks. Goddamn. A random, unidentified Otsego man who may be a cop. Not sure yet. I mean, he was in a cop car. He had access to the cop car. He didn't break into the cop car. But he's just a random Otsego man. Thank you, Umar, for the super chat. Now we know Andrea's dark secret. She learns British English from Mary Poppins. I've actually never seen British English. Or rather, Mary Poppins. So I'm like several layers removed on that one. But thank you. I appreciate that. I can't get over the fucking Otsego man. That's fucking crazy, dude. That is crazy. That is crazy. And the headline, too. Wright County Sheriff's Deputy's car, Sheriff Department's car, hits and kills. The car. People don't drive cars. No. Like, again, look at this fucking headline. The car hits and kills the mayor. Wright County Sheriff's Department car. What? 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 Is that what the fuck? Creative writing once again when it comes to police killings. God damn it. Holy shit, fuck ass. Wow. Thank you, Umar, once again. And there's a lot of death going on. Missouri woman stabs boyfriend to death with a sword. Yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy. That is crazy, folks. The car is under arrest. Yeah, the car. I can't... Like, the fact that they published that and didn't think, wait a second. like that went through several layers of approval. And no one along any step of that with any power was like, wait a second. The car hit and killed the mayor? Well, meanwhile, there was an unidentified Otsego man in the vehicle. An Otsego man. What the fuck does that mean? Like, you know where the guy is from, but you don't know that they're a cop? Like, what the hell? An Otsego man that just happened to be in a car. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this ought to be good. Folks, let's have a little fun. Want to sound more intelligent? Avoid these 15 words and phrases that are embarrassingly outdated, says grammar expert. And then we've got this lady looking pretty sassy. As 2021 comes to an end, it's the perfect time for reflection. And let's be frank, many of us wish the people in our lives would reflect on their communication skills. These days, there are some embarrassingly outdated buzzwords and cliches that make everyone want to scream. So let's read this. This ought to be good. Oh, they interviewed managers and recruiters. I'm glad about that. 1, bandwidth. If you're talking about internet usage, go for it. But today, a lot of people use bandwidth to refer to human capacities to take on a task, and it's getting tired. I agree. Fuck bandwidth. End user. As with bandwidth, here's a computer word that's spread to more general use, especially in marketing and advertising. Our main problem is that it's dehumanizing and impersonal. Why not use a people-centric word like customer, buyer, or client? Okay. End user. I'm down. Get rid of it. Granular. Now, granular is a good word. I like granular. Granular first made a major blip on the radar at the beginning of the pandemic. People talked about examining data at the granular level, looking at the smallest bits of information to make important decisions. That's legit. But it's being used so often now that we deem to, no, I'm sorry. We're keeping granular. End user, bandwidth, all right. Granular, that's staying. Hack. To hack used to mean to cut with heavy blows. Then came the computer age and a new definition, courtesy of programmers. Now millions of enthusiastic people are blithely hacking all sorts of things, from cookie recipes to clogging toilets. I agree. Get rid of hack. It's a little cringe. I agree. 5, the phrase, I did a thing. This one I agree with. Get rid of this. This is a petty one, but it's also a phrase that a lot of people have complained about to us. You're scrolling through Instagram and bam, your friend posts that she did a thing and puts up a picture of a holiday decoration she made. Can't she just say, I made this? I agree. Get rid of I did a thing. It is what it is. The phrase is on a roll. Some say it dates back to a 1949 article in the Nebraska State Journal, but it really took off in the 2000s. In the past year, we've heard it everywhere. Thanks to COVID especially, we're all very aware of what it is, of what is. So why does everyone keep... It is what it is a phrase that it's impressive and the fact that it conveys no information? How do you feel about this? Well, it is what it is. What? How do you feel about it? Oh, yeah, it is what it is. No, but what is your opinion on what we're dealing with? Oh, it is what it is. All right. Influencer. You can't escape influencers, although we'd like to try. Today, pretty much anyone with even a small social media following is called an influencer. Am I an influencer? Has anyone ever been influenced by me? And businesses toss them a few bucks to tout, say, their massage oils and the host, blah, blah, blah. I agree, influencer is a bad word. It's just weird. I don't want to be an influencer. Jab. I agree with this one. Fuck jab. Jab, which means a quick, sharp blow or an injection into your body, was used mainly in Britain, but it's made its way across the pond through COVID vaccination coverage and caught on big time. Jab has a certain appeal. It's a somewhat nonchalant way to describe a serious thing, but we might have to live with getting shots for a while, so it'd be nice to call them shots again. Fuck jab. I've always hated jab. Jab sucks. The new normal. I agree with this one. Fuck the new normal. We've used this phrase a lot to ourselves in 2021. It isn't as new as you might think. While the new normal became a popular phrase during the 2008 financial crisis, it was actually first used after World War I to describe the transition to a new world after the war. Fast forward to 2021, it has skyrocketed and used to talk about the COVID era. As you can see, normal is always changing, so the new normal doesn't say much. It's like it is what it is. How do you feel about this thing? Oh, it's the new normal. What? Pivot. Honestly, I agree with pivot. Fuck pivot. Unless we're talking about the early 2000s animating tool. And as you'd expect, many people listed this as one of the most overused words of the year in 2021. In business, pivoting means shifting direction in a major way, but it's lost all meaning since now everyone is now pivoting all the time. Let's put this one on the shelf unless we're announcing a new global strategy. Fuck pivot. Take it offline. If one more person tells me they want to take it offline, I'll scream. That's what one irritated manager told us, and we hear it, and we hear her pain. It seems like everyone wants to take things offline instead of talking about it later. Like they used to say in the old days, maybe we should all take offline. I don't even know what that means. Like, does that mean we should talk about it in person? Because if so, I agree. Thought leader. Get rid of thought leader. That one sucks. I'm not even going to read that one. Fuck thought leader. We remain cautious. Sometimes we remain cautious is used to say nothing, meaning we're not going to say much because who knows. Other times it's used to say not to worry, we're not going to do anything untoward. Either way, it's unnecessary verbiage. Of course you're being cautious. We'd hope so. Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily mind that one. WFH started as a useful acronym. There was a definite... I don't know what this means, by the way. There was a definite need for most of us who were working from home and needed something quick to text. But now it's overused. WFH clothes, WFH hacks. See above. WFH everything. I'm not in this world. 15. Zooming. For the past year, everyone was Zooming. Even if they use Microsoft Teams. We're tired of Zooming, and we're just as tired as the word. The big question is, will Zoom as a generic term stick, or will it go the way of Xerox? Will Google Zoom next year and see? And yes, will we use Google generically? Maybe we'll use Bing. Yeah, anyway, I don't care about this. I thought that this was a funny headline. But I agree with jab. Get rid of jab. Get rid of thought leader. Get rid of zooming, for sure. Zoom sucks. Take it offline. I don't even know what that means. Pivot, yes, get rid of it. The new normal means nothing. Jab, fuck it. Influencer, fuck it. It is what it is. I've always hated that. I did a thing. Yes, get rid of it. Hack, go. Granular is fine. I'm sticking with granular. I'm sticking with that. End user, bandwidth. Okay, anyway, so lady looking very sassy. And so that's that. Was that entertaining? Was anyone entertained by that? Was I entertaining anyone? I hope so. Thank you for the super chat, Hugo. I appreciate that. Hello. How are you doing? All right. Also, I love how the titles want to sound more intelligent. I don't know what intelligence has to do with that, but All right, folks. Just checking out the world. Environmental Coffee House, yes. In fact, I'm planning on talking about that later in the show. But I want to do a few more fun things before that. But yes, I was planning on doing a segment on Don't Look Up. Alright, folks, we're going to talk about food. These food items are getting more costly in 2022. So again, inflation. What is inflation? Does anyone know? Alright, so check this out. You might be coming on this video, you don't know who I am. Hello, my name is Andrea. I am a funny podcaster. Emphasis on funny. I'm also hot as fuck. But anyway, so inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is a feedback loop. Okay? So someone somewhere... Now again, what do stores want to do? They want to maximize profits. So when they want to maximize profits... right? What they do is they will try to make the price for something higher than the cost to produce it or acquire it. So let's say it costs, just for the sake of simplicity, it costs 80 cents for a loaf of bread, right? To make all the materials, like it doesn't actually, but again, just for the simple math, it costs 80 cents to make a loaf of bread, package it up with the plastic wrap, all that stuff, put it on the shelf. Then, let's say if you sell it for 81 cents, you make 1 cent of profit. If you sell it for 90 cents, you make 10 cents of profit, right? So let's say the average price of bread was $1, right? And it cost 80 cents to make. And that was normal up until inflation hit or whatever, right? So, but again, the overall way the companies and stores and big chains like Walmart and Amazon and stuff, the way that they make their money is by maximizing that delta between the production cost, the acquisition cost, and the sale price. So, okay, inflation hits. And now that bread might cost 87 cents to produce. But they're not going to cost $1 at the store. It's going to cost $1.60. It's going to cost $2 because inflation. Now again, there are a lot of items, right, with the supply chain being fucked. There's a lot of items that are like, the demand outweighs the supply, and there is natural inflation. But again, food is not one of those things most of the time. Right? We get a lot of our food domestically. Now, if it's imported goods, that's fine. Right? But again, a lot of our food is domestically grown. Right? So the big deltas... Now, again, there might be an increase in the cost to produce something. But these giant deltas that we're seeing in stores are not... It's not inflation. So someone somewhere said inflation. And then Walmart was like... Did someone say inflation? Did someone say... All right, I'm turning on CNN right now, and then you see Joe Manchin talk about inflation. All right, we're going to raise everything. So again, I need y'all to understand, this isn't like a natural supply and demand thing. These companies and these grocery stores and these big chains like Walmart are stealing from you. They think that you are dumb enough that they can get away with raising their prices and then blame inflation. Now again, the cost to produce things might actually go up, but the actual delta between the cost to produce and the sale price is not going up significantly enough to justify higher prices. Like, for example, water, like buying bottled water, gallons of water, that kind of stuff has doubled in price in the last 6 months. Right? There are a lot of items that are doubling, tripling in price. They have no need to. And everyone's blaming inflation. Can you point to inflation? No. Can you define inflation? No. What is inflation? Now again, yes, inflation does exist. When there's more US dollars, right, the value of the US dollar does go down. But again, we're seeing these massive price spikes that are like not at all logically connected to the actual inflated amount, like the inflated value or the deflated value of the dollar, right? So you need to understand they are taking advantage of you because you're dumb. You're an American. You're a fucking idiot. All right, so you're going to go to the store and you're going to buy the same food again because you're dumb. You're not going to rethink, oh, maybe I should buy something else. Maybe I should try to get something that's a little cheaper, maybe a little healthier, because most of the inflation is on bad foods. Frozen foods, processed foods is where most of the inflation is going to be because they've got more steps along the process, right? Where they can say, oh, that cost has gone up, that cost, factory has gone up, you know, the working in the factory, the electricity. So processed foods are skyrocketing because of that. They're going to blame that. So anyway, I'm going to read this article here. So now that you've got the little primer, not to be confused with the time travel movie, which is really good. Everything from coffee to mustard is getting more expensive next year. Many food manufacturers say they plan to raise prices in 2022 for a range of products from macaroni and cheese to snacks. Their latest sign that consumers will continue to face higher prices at the supermarket. There's nothing immune from price increases, said Tony Sarsman, Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of a fucking food company. Yeah, let's take this guy's word seriously. Let's take this seriously. Adding that produce, dairy, and packaged food such as bread and juice are among many items set to become more pricey next year. Food prices are estimated to rise 5% in the first half of 2022. According to research from firm IRI, though the level of increases will vary by grocers and regions. Mondelez International said recently that it was raising prices across cookies, candies, and other products sold by the U.S. by 6 to 7%. You don't need cookies. You don't need candies. Learn how to eat like a normal human being. Did you know 95% of Americans don't eat vegetables? Every day, 95% of Americans go their whole day without eating vegetables. What? But okay. General Mills Inc. and Campbell's Soup said their price increases also would take effect in January. Kraft told retailer customers that they would be raising prices across many of its products, including Jell-O pudding and Grey Poupon mustard, with some items seeing as much as 20%. You don't need these items. You don't need them. Think about that. Think about the items that you're buying. I want this to be a wake-up call. When you go to the store, what the fuck are you buying and why? Why are you buying cookies and frosted flakes and white bread? I'm sorry, I gotta sneeze. You don't need that shit. So anyway, 13%, 22%. You're telling me the cost to produce mustard has gone up 22%. No! Of course not. So rethink what you buy, shop intelligently, save money, and fix your fucking diet. That's all I have to say. Consumers remain, this part right here. Consumers remain willing to spend on groceries even as price rises. Some companies say, though that is starting to change as shoppers become more price sensitive, they're buying cheaper versions of meat and cooking oil, among other things. You don't need meat in your life. I'm sorry. Maybe eat beans instead. Now, beans have raised in price. But I've seen a lot, like, I have meat eaters in my family, and a lot of them talk about how they can't afford meat as much. So stop eating meat. Consider it. But anyway, folks, I just wanted to talk about this. I don't care about the rest of this. Is just like stenography for CEOs of food companies. They're just going to not give you the straight dope. Fuck them. Fuck them in the face. Fuck them in the face again. And then when you're done fucking them in the face, like when you come all over them, you're going to fuck them in the face again. Because we don't care about them. What you need to start learning is that the food industry is not your friend. They are your enemies. They are your enemies. The food industry are your enemies. Sugar is addictive. They put sugar in everything because they want you to be addicted to their products. You are on drugs. You need rehab. You need a support group. You don't need these cookies and these fucking fancy mustards. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't need them. So don't buy into their garbage. Oh, they want to raise prices? All right, have fun with that. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to buy something else. So I'm just saying, fuck that shit. Yeah, microplastics is a huge problem. More US dollars does not increase prices necessarily. I understand, Cloud. I'm just trying to get like a basic... Like, it's not necessary. Like, the US is a specific country with that has its own specific like power when it comes to their own currency. But typically speaking, when you print more of something, the value is less. Typically. But yes, I understand the MMT angle. Gluten-free pasta. I mean, I'm a fan of gluten. I'm pro-gluten. I am pro-gluten. I just want to come out on the show as being pro-gluten. Maxie! Maxie, you want to come on the show again? Max! Let's get him on the show. Let's get him here. Come on, Maxie. Come on. Come on! Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. Wah! Come on, Maxie. Come on, buddy. Over here. No. He does not, like, for whatever reason, I think he's traumatized. But he does not like to get, like, he does not like to stand on pillows or anything. Like, he gets really scared about that. Like, he'll get on the bed, but even if there's, like, a blanket flat on the bed, he doesn't like getting on it that often. I don't know. I think there's something to do with his upbringing. You should come visit me this summer and work on the homestead with me. That sounds like the opening act to a horror film. No offense, I'm just saying. Like, I don't know about this summer, but I'll consider it. Thank you. Maxie, you want to go work on the farm? Look at that dog. All right, folks. So, we're going to get into the movie review portion. This is like, it's starting to become like an actual feature of the show now, as I'm reviewing movies all of a sudden. This is happening again. And so, the other day, over the course of my Christmas bender, I watched a movie, right, called Don't Look Up on Netflix. So I wanted to talk about this movie, and because it's very interesting. And ever since I watched the movie, I've been reading these extremely angry reviews from like fossil, like there's like this one fossil fuel executive like made a tweet about it and said it was like propaganda or something, or like that wouldn't really happen, or it's like, first of all, now again, I'm going to try my best to give a spoiler-free version of this. I don't like spoilers. So again, but or maybe I'll do spoiler-free and then talk about spoilers at a certain part. I don't know yet. But anyway, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really funny. It's basically, the way I see it is the movie is like a microcosm of like how the world treated the pandemic and also is continuing to treat climate change. My favorite part of the movie was actually, like, I really loved the film style where, like, they did the TV segments. And, like, they actually made it look like it was on TV or whatever. I loved when they initially, minor spoiler, when they did the first TV segment, and then afterward they were like, yeah, I mean, it didn't really get that much reaction. No one really cares. I mean, that was basically what we went through with the pandemic. Is everyone was like, yeah, there's this actually really bad disease, and it's spreading all across the world. And that was like a minor story for like the first 4 months. Do you remember that? Like in December of 2019, when the COVID-19 pandemic really started to like get like, into that like, holy shit, what's happening? It wasn't until like March where America like even thought maybe we should take this seriously. So again, I loved that aspect. It was very real. And so it's just, I really enjoyed it. Here's a comment. It plays less like satire, more like a documentary with some artistic flourishes. Absolutely. It was, I really enjoyed, like the splicing of like news footage with the characters on it. And that was my favorite part. It was a very interesting way, that they did this. It was just really, 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 really funny. Again, it was just like the idea of like the news station trying to like keep everything light, is like, I enjoyed it. But again, I mean, like the whole subject of the film is they have 6 months to stop a comet from destroying Earth, basically. And the best part of the film was when they had like that fucking I guess I'm in spoiler territory, by the way. I can't help it. When they had the fucking rocket go up and then turn back because like the billionaire douchebag was like, oh, maybe we can get some diamonds on the comet. We're gonna risk the entire planet so that we can maybe profit off of it a little bit. And that's literally what the fossil fuel companies are doing with climate change. That's literally what these vaccine companies like Pfizer and Moderna are doing with the vaccines. They are participating in vaccine apartheid. Right? South Africa is trying to reverse engineer the Moderna vaccine, and they won't have accurate dosages or like enough to like vaccinate the whole populations of Africa until 2023. Until 2023. Because they have to reverse engineer the vaccine because of vaccination patents. So we've got the vaccine, it's there, we've got the blueprint, but we're going to kill people for profit. We're going to see it, like, what's the line of that? How many people are going to die unnecessarily for these big pharmaceutical companies to make some extra money? Think about that. So, and again, one of the classic segments was at the end where they're all at the dinner table and they're all saying, like, we did everything we could. We did everything we could. And so I just, I don't know, I enjoyed it. But again, upon watching this film, someone who I was speaking to about it recommended another film that I haven't seen that was very similar that I watched. So this is a dual review. So then I watched a film called Armageddon, which is a little bit less of a realistic version of this movie. It's basically the same thing. So we're doing a dual review here. So in the movie Armageddon, which stars Bruce Willis, it's very similar. An asteroid's going to destroy the planet, but then they go up and do something about it. Really good movie. I enjoyed it. But again, I would recommend watching them both back to back. That's what I did. Well, not in the same day, but day apart. It was very fun, very enjoyable. And again, this is the movie review section of Above It All. We're bringing this back. We're reviewing movies. We're getting into the cultural game, folks. But again, I recommend Don't Look Up. I recommend Armageddon. If you want a serious version of Don't Look Up, then watch Armageddon. If you want, a real version of Armageddon, watch Don't Look Up. They're basically the same film. One is, the real version. One is the fantasy version. And so, pick your poison. Do you want to be entertained and think, like, what if the world really was made of superheroes? Watch Armageddon. If you want to watch, like, the real world, like, not to be confused with the MTV show. If you want to watch the real version of how these events would take place, watch Don't Look Up. Anyway, watch them both. I recommend them. And then go read these reviews. So I wanted to do a review of Don't Look Up a little bit. I'm going to talk about it because over the next couple of days, I want to start reviewing other people's reviews of the movie because there's a lot of really good stuff. But again, folks, very funny movie, very good. Bob Carmody, you had to cancel Netflix. Is it because of Dave Chappelle? Because I understand. It's all good. Fuck Netflix. I watched Armageddon on Hulu. Yeah, Armageddon's really funny too. Like, there's a lot of really good. I love action movies. Because like they're just fun. Like, they're just fun to watch. Like, these big tough guys be stupid. Very entertaining. Armageddon, very entertaining film. Don't Look Up, very entertaining film. I recommend both of them. Watch them both back to back because it's the same film. The plot is identical in both of them. They're just identical. So anyway, that's my Don't Look Up review. Good movie. And those watching the live show can unmute, so let everyone know. There you go. Literally every article about Don't Look Up calls it anywhere from not good to a cosmic joke. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get into that. In fact, maybe I'll get into that now. Maybe I'll look for one. I don't have any, like, I was going to do that tomorrow, but, you know, let's just do it now. Just search, don't look up review on Google and see what happens. It's got an average of 3.8. It's got an average of a 4 out of 10 on Joe Blow. I don't know what that is. 7.3 on IMDb, 55 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's woke. Oh, let's look at the Guardian. Okay. All right, folks. So again, just finished watching Armageddon and Don't Look Up, so that, you know. But here's the Guardian's review. This is by Charles Bramesco. I don't know who this is. Look away. Why star-studded comet satire Don't Look Up is a disaster. When persuading someone to change their mind on a major topic, what's being said isn't always quite as important as how it's said. If a person feels attacked or disrespected or condescended to, they'll turn off their brain and block out the most rational, correct arguments on principle alone. Homo sapiens are odd, emotional creatures, more amenable to a convincing pitch than poorly presented rightness. It's why we vote for the guy we'd gladly have as a drinking buddy over the somewhat alienating candidates with a firmer grasp on the issues. It's why we feel heartbroken when the worst person we know makes a great point. I mean, okay. Adam McKay's new satire, Don't Look Up, a last-ditch effort to get citizens of the Earth to give a damn about the imminent end of days spurred by the climate crisis, appears to be at least somewhat aware of this defect in human nature. It's all about the difficulty of compelling the disinterested to care, in this instance about a gargantuan comet hurtling toward the Earth on a collision course of imminent obliteration. An emphatic, if rather ill-suited metaphor. Everyone's blasé about global heating, in part because it's so gradual. Because it isn't I love that. I love that. Like, yeah, the world being basically destroyed by climate change, it's not that big of a deal because it's fucking 70 degrees Fahrenheit on Christmas. What? It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit on Christmas. Is that a joke? No, not really. Blah, 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 portray astronomers, blah, 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 flummoxed to find that no one's all that alarmed about the planet killer they've discovered. Not the grinning daytime cable news dummies, blah, blah, blah. Not the White House, led by Trump-styled president, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about reading people's names. McKay, that's the director, Adam McKay. Evinces. What the fuck is evinces? I've never heard this word before. Hold on, let me educate myself. Evinces, define evinces. What is that? Third person, evinces, reveal the presence of a quality or feeling, be evidenced of, indicate. I'm learning new words, folks. Here we go. Evinces a clear understanding that some measures of this apathy comes from Dr. Mindy's dry approach in spite of his message's gravity, the crucial facts and figures of boring Chief of Staff Jonah Hill into mock sleep, but the director suffers from a variant of the same issues himself, putting off even the audiences inclined to agree with his stances through an ineffective delivery. Now again, I love that, like, okay, so the review here, right? The review is that they basically recreate the real world, and that's bad, because people who are on the wrong side in the real world are going to see it and feel offended, and therefore the movie is bad. How about this? How about this? How about this? This is an idea. How about it's satire, right? How about the reason why it mirrors the real world so much is because the real world is actually fucked up. And how about the real, like, people not taking climate change seriously because, oh, it's just boring old scientists talking about it. How about that's actually a problem? Like, the review here lays out a bunch of the problems with the movie. There are also problems with the real world. And instead of focusing on, like, fixing them, or it's like, and this is why we should take these things seriously, he's instead saying the film is bad. If you're like an IQ above 5 points, let's say maybe 4 points. Let's say you've got a 5.4 IQ, you will find this movie funny. If you're a dumb fuck who still doesn't believe in climate change or thinks the pandemic isn't real, you're going to get triggered because this movie's too woke. But you're going to get triggered no matter what. I say this. How about we stop caring about what stupid motherfuckers think? How about that? Does anyone think about that? How about if someone is dumb and doesn't think 2 + 2 is 4, How about we just ignore them? Write them off. Who cares about what they have to say? So anyway, they're just like talking about the movie here. Anyway, yeah, so I'm like, these reviews are really funny. So they basically just point out the movie is very, 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 like, you know, it basically mirrors one-to-one what we're doing with climate change and with the pandemic. Like the pandemic, you know, again, no one took it seriously for the first 4 months. No one gave a shit. Right? So it's like, it's one-to-one. It's a comedy satire of the real world. And if you're dumb in the real world, you're not going to like the movie because you're dumb. That's not the movie's fault. That's not the movie's fault. We can't have satire anymore because people might get triggered. Fuck that. So anyway, I've enjoyed the movie, and I've enjoyed reading these kinds of reviews. There's a lot more of these, but, you know, maybe we'll make this a daily segment for a while. But again, the people getting mad at this movie are dumb, they're losers, they're morons, and they're easily offended. Imagine getting offended by a fucking comedy movie. Little snowflake bitch. These are the same motherfuckers that say comedy is sacrosanct when Dave Chappelle calls trans people icky and gross and ugly. Right, that's comedy. That's great. That's a legendary, wow, this guy is a real, like, you know, messiah of our times comedically. Satire, making right-wingers and billionaires look like stupid motherfuckers, that's bad because it offends people that don't believe in facts and logic. It's not my problem. I'm sorry, that's not my problem. Anyway, good movie. It's 11:20, folks. Holy shit. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. What could this be? Let's see. I'm going to start a new segment on my show where I just review, like, food articles. Yo, this is sick. Okay. New Jersey restaurant. I'm sorry for that, by the way. Like, let me just read the headline here. In fact, let me just turn this off. I know people don't like looking at meat on screen because it's gross and it's not food, but we'll get into that later. New Jersey restaurant praised for sign offering free food. Quote, won't ask a single question. All right. A sign in a New Jersey restaurant offering free food to those in need has been praised online after a popular post captured the gesture. Posted to the popular subreddit, quote, humans being bros, which shines lights on people doing good things and restoring faith in humanity, the sign has gained over 50,000 upvotes after a diner shared an image of it. This restaurant offers food for free if you can't afford it, they wrote. The sign itself is hung in Karachi Cafe in Voorhees, New Jersey. Love Voorhees, New Jersey. And offers the food to diners in need, informing them that all they need to do is ask. Pay what you want restaurant. I like it. I like it, folks. I like it. My dear, it begins, if you're hungry and can't afford to buy food, please don't be shy. Your food is on Karachi Cafe. Just ask for a free box and we won't ask a single question. According to a Reddit user who shared the sign, the free box is a small, simple meal that is enough to stop someone from going hungry. It's this, they wrote, that likely stops anyone from abusing the goodwill. Also, it's rather small, unpopular place, so I doubt it is a rather small, unpopular place, so I doubt any of the people would be there. Any of those people like that would take advantage of it. I'm gonna get it for free kind of people. You know, the people that say, "What free? Should we just feed people for free?" Well, what if they lie? Well, what if? They added in response to a concern that bad-intentioned people would claim the free food despite not being in need. Personally, I don't like the idea that they're giving you a small food. I think they should give you anything your pick of the choice on the menu. That's my opinion. Get whatever you want on the menu. That would be how I would do it. But, you know, that's fine. Still good. It's still better than nothing, obviously. And I'm not trying to disparage them. Karachi Cafe addressed the newfound attention thanks to the sign on a Facebook post today, writing, "We really appreciate all the love. This is a woman owner business. #girlboss. And our founder believes in giving back to the community. It is very important. And for this specific reason, we are not accepting any donations as you are trying to give donations, but we really appreciate all the support from you. The sign has sparked a flurry of Reddit users sharing their own personal anecdotes of similar restaurants in their lives that have had offered such generosity. So that's cool. Just wanted to share that. I saw this in the food category of the news. My dear, if you are hungry and can't afford to buy food, please don't be shy. Your food is on Karachi Cafe. Just ask for a free box. We won't ask a single question. Boom, folks. There's good in the world. Let me tell you, it's happening. It's real. There you go. So it's 11:24. Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I think I'm a little congested again. Folks, I think that the show is over. I think. Does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns? Any constructive feedback on today's show? Reminder, folks, what y'all should be doing after the show. Someone said Majority Report's doing reruns. Fuck that shit. If you want to watch reruns, what you should be watching is The War on Christmas, Part 3, that was streamed yesterday on my channel. Instead of doing the regularly scheduled Above It All program, I streamed The War on Christmas, where I play the Grinch. I will spoil it for y'all. You murder Santa Claus live on stream. Check this out. Check this out, folks. You can see me. By the way, I got really drunk during this. I don't know if anyone realized that, but I got really drunk during the show yesterday. And I kind of continued that the whole day. But anyway, look at this. I'm about to murder Santa Claus. I got lost for a second because I was a little wasted. Got in the sleigh. Look at this. We're chasing the motherfucker, chasing them down. And then wait for it. Wait for it. Look at that. We're gunning the motherfucker down. This guy got killed, murdered, live on stream. So if you want to celebrate the War on Christmas, feel free to watch this replay. Thank you, Andrew Kohler, for the $10 super chat yesterday. You can see that at the bottom. Yeah, so we also had fun talking about how dumb Jackson Hinkle is with Jackson Hinkle's fans that were in the stream. And we had some interesting ideas were discussed. Like someone in the chat yesterday, I won't name any names, hates the cops, hates Antifa, at the same time. Like they believe that both of those things are possible. But again, if you want to see the rest of what happens to Santa Claus, you're going to have to go and skip to the end and watch the last 10 seconds on the video itself. But anyway, folks, that's the show for today. Sunday Runday returned for the last Sunday of the year. And will Sunday Runday return once again next year? I don't know. But we'll find out. And I hope everyone is going to have a great Monday. And I am going to go utilize the bathroom. Emergency urination required. And I'm going to enjoy myself a good breakfast that is with inflated food prices. And I'm going to go live my life. So thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And that's it. That's the show. Get the fuck out.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat. I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat. I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
They're coming all over the place. They're coming all over the place. They're coming all over the place.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce. No, seriously.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it, and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.